Subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon, to never miss a video from us. Hi everyone, welcome to Test Prep Training. In this video you will learn about some commonly asked questions in IBM Integration Bus v10.0 solution development. So let's get started. Question number 1. What is the first step in creating an IBM Integration Bus-based pattern? Your options are: A. Every new application may require a pattern. So start with creating a pattern project. B. Identify an exemplar project and the variants to be replaced in the generated instance. C. Create a Java class that may be used in the pattern generation for changing the default behavior. D. Investigate how to create Eclipse plugin since the IIB patterns are built as Eclipse plugins for the toolkit. The correct answer is option B. You can refer the following for the explanation of the answer. Question number 2. How can WebSphere service registry and repository information be preloaded into the IBM Integration Bus cache before sending any messages to the message flow? Your options are: A. By subscribing to WSRR notifications. B. Adding predefined cache queries to a custom policy within WSRR. C. By using the predefined cache queries parameter in the configurable services for the broker. D. WSRR data cannot be loaded into the IBB cache without sending a message that accesses the WSRR node. The correct answer is option C. You can refer the following for the explanation of the answer. Question number 3. Which statement about the clone node is true? Your options are: A. The clone node can be used to create reusable templates for mapping node. B. The clone node can be used to create reusable templates for net input node. C. The clone node can be used to create reusable templates for XSL transform node. D. A new clone node can be used selected from a palette drawer and be assigned properties. The correct answer is option B. Question number 4. When using the set of aggregation nodes, how does a developer tie the fan-out flow with the fan-in flow when it is included within the same message flow? Your options are: A. No properties need to be set, since the fan-out and fan-in flows are in the same messages flow. B. Set the aggregate name property of the aggregate reply node to the same value that you set for the aggregate name property in the corresponding collector node. C. Set the aggregate name property of the aggregate reply node to the same value that you set for the aggregate name property in the corresponding aggregate control node. D. Set the aggregate name property of the aggregate reply node to the same value that you set for the aggregate name property on each of the corresponding. The correct answer is option C. Question number 5. Which tool allows a configurable service to be imported and exported between systems? Your options are: A. Broker Explorer. B. Web User Interface. C. IBM Integration Toolkit. D. IBM Integration Explorer. The correct answer is option D. Question number 6. A message flow reads messages from a queue database node fails to insert data in the table. If no error handling and rollback is implemented in the message flow, which of the following statements is true? Your options are: A. The transaction is by default rolled back in a globally coordinated manner. B. The message fails the input node, and cannot be propagated out of the out terminal. The transaction is rolled back. C. The error is caught by the MQ input node, and if the catch terminal is not connected the message is rolled back into the queue. D. The message flow rolls back the database transaction, but not the MQ transaction unless a SAW coordinated transaction is configured. The correct answer is option C. You can refer the following for the explanation of the answer. Question number 7. A developer creates a message flow that uses a decision service node. Which command must the developer use before deploying the message flow? Your options are: The correct answer is option B. You can refer the following for the explanation of the answer. Question number 8. A developer is trying to investigate slow processing times with a specific message flow. What tool would be used to investigate this? Your options are: A. Service trace. B. Debug mode. C. Resource statistics. D. Accounting and statistics. The correct answer is option C. Number 9, which protocol for security is not supported by IBM Integration Bus? Your options are A. OAuth 2.0, B. SAML assertion, C. X.509 certificate, D. User ID plus password. The correct answer is option A. You can refer the following for the explanation of the answer. Question number 10. A developer plans to create two new message flows. Flow 1 that uses timeout control and timeout notification nodes in controlled mode, and Flow 2 that uses only the timeout notification node in automatic mode. The integration node is installed on a system without IBM MQ installed. What problems will the developer encounter? Your options are A. Flow 1 will not deploy successfully. Flow 2 will not deploy successfully. B. Flow 1 will not deploy successfully. Flow 2 will deploy and execute successfully. C. Flow 1 will not deploy successfully. Flow 2 will deploy successfully but will produce an error when execution is attempted. D. Flow 1 will deploy successfully but produce an error when execution is attempted. Flow 2 will deploy and execute successfully. The correct answer is option B. You can refer the following for the explanation of the answer. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel.